where does that put Janelle if he has his true life partner, like you said?
It's very unfair for me to feel the way I feel about Cody and plural marriage. It's very unfair to Mary and Janelle that I feel like he doesn't have the capacity for plural marriage.
I'm right on the verge of not even being a polygamist, and that's been part of my identity for 30 years.
I think a part of him always would be a little bit sad that this didn't work and that the big family didn't work. And I think there'd be a little bit of a mourning and a little bit of a loss.
Hey everyone, it's Katie from Without a Crystal Ball. Welcome back to my channel. It is Wednesday, March 29th, 2023, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. Let's dive into this brand new topic that I have been meaning to talk about for a couple weeks now. And I had been so inundated with a lot of other things going on with Sister Wives that I kind of missed this when I was sick. And I wanted to talk to you about it because I find this concept absolutely hysterical. I don't necessarily believe it, but obviously I want to bring it to you guys since you guys are so invested in this family to think what your thoughts are, because there's a rumored feud going on with Christine and Janelle. And this feud is being described as some sort of breakdown in their relationship because Janelle allegedly doesn't like Christine's new boyfriend, and she thinks that Christine is moving way too fast. And on top of that, there's some sort of weird competition going on with them with their businesses, and so therefore they don't like each other, which makes me kind of scratch my head, and I don't even know if I believe this, but I feel like someone is talking to the son, and that person might be Cody or Robyn, because I feel like every time something comes out from the son, there's some level of this seems so unbelievable, but it also seems highly probable that one of Cody's friends, or maybe Robyn, or one of Robyn's friends, is speaking to the son to try to create drama and make it look like Christine and Janelle are fighting. Because even though there could be truth to this, I don't know if I believe this at all. So I want to dive into today's topic of besties no more, besties for never, Janelle and Christine, part 1. Before we dive into today's topic, can you please do me a big favor and give this video a thumbs up? Also, please subscribe to my channel if you're not yet subscribed by clicking on the subscribe button below. Make sure to turn the notifications on by clicking on the bell. Leave a comment if you have something to say, and share this video with your friends. Okay, let's dissect what's going on. Okay, so by now, most of you know that Christine Brown is in a brand new relationship. I did a video a couple days ago where I told you about how Peyton Brown has spoken out about his reservations about his mom's brand new relationship. He has said that he believes that his mom is rushing into it. His opinion is that because she was in a bad relationship with his dad for such a long time, that she should take some time for herself and take things slow. He said that it's not going to stop him from like interfering in their relationship. He said he's not going to be hostile towards David. He is of the opinion she's moving too fast. Some of you, when I shared this video, were just not happy Peyton would even voice this opinion. Some of you feel like he's too much like Cody. Others of you shared his sentiments, felt like she was moving too fast, too soon. And I think anytime there's change, it is going to be hard for anyone to accept change. It is difficult sometimes for people to wrap their minds around a woman that was with a man for 25 years or 26 years to suddenly find happiness and be very vocal about finding happiness very quickly, or it seems quickly to fans. But I've reminded people numerous times on this channel that Christine was long out of this relationship for years. She and Cody broke up in the spring of 2021, April of 2021. That's when their relationship ended. She's been single for 2 years. Even if this seems fast to you, it might seem like it's been a lifetime for Christine, okay? So that's what my opinion is. Do I think it's normal for a kid to express concerns and have concerns about a parent? Yes. Do I think it's normal for kids to not like a significant other of a parent? Yes, that happens all the time. Do I think that it's appropriate for Peyton to say it publicly? I don't know. I mean, the kids will speak and say whatever. It's the age of social media. Christine and the parents speak publicly. So to me, it's kind of like, who cares? Like, the kids can talk, they can talk, everyone can talk, and it gives you guys something to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so the new rumor, and I've talked to you a lot about this on this channel, is that when a wife leaves, a common technique in the cult is that they get smeared, and sort of a smear campaign starts against them, and people try to turn everyone against the woman and make it seem like she's a horrible, terrible person. And that because of that, whatever she's doing, whatever misstep they think she's doing, and they start spreading lies about them, or they drive them over the bus or whatever. And I've noticed that this outlet, specifically The Sun, seems to run stories that are very negative towards Christine and Janelle. And I really think that negative in the concept of like them fighting, or there being conflict, or there being issues. And so when I see stuff like that, and then I go over to In Touch will say, well, no, that's not true. Janelle likes David. Everything's totally fine. This is a lie. Okay? So the In Touch does have contacts with the family, so it could very well be that Janelle never said any of these things. But I think it's fair to talk about it because to me, it speaks to the smear campaign that I think that they're trying to run against Janelle and Christine in the media. And I think, in my opinion, the source is Cody or Robyn or someone like that. So the brand new headline is that Janelle and Christine are apparently at war, and Christine has apparently broken her silence. I didn't know she was even being quiet about the topic. But apparently she did an Instagram video, and in the video, she spoke about how she's so happy that she's lost weight and feeling better, and something that she said at the end. Okay, so she says that she's feeling better than ever before, that plexus is the reason, but also a new relationship. This is somehow Christine speaking out about Janelle, which literally she says absolutely nothing about Janelle, but apparently the fact that she threw in the fact that she has a brand new relationship and that's making her feel better is a dig at Janelle, which to me is like such a big stretch and a huge leap, but whatever. It's content to talk about, okay? So they're both working for Plexus. They both sell this stuff that they claim makes people lose weight, although I think that they're losing weight through diet and exercise. Janelle has been very specific on her Instagram about how she's changed her diet, she's eating healthier, she's working out. Some people believe Plexus helps them. I've talked to a lot of people that say Plexus doesn't work for weight loss. I don't know, but they're selling something. By the way, it is not FDA approved. It is not an approved drug for weight loss. So anything that they're claiming, obviously take with a grain of salt. But they claim that she threw shade by saying that she was in a brand new relationship, and so that's what's making her happy. But why? Why would that be shade? Well, according to The Sun, they have had a falling out. This is the smear campaign I'm telling you about. So this is what they've said. There is some distance between Janelle and Christine at the moment. Sources previously told The Sun that Janelle does not approve of her new relationship, and she thinks that it's too much too soon. She is more old-fashioned, and she doesn't agree that it should have been so public so quickly. She's not about it. She also said that Janelle is upset that Christine is spending all of her time with him, and they're not as close as they were before they started dating. And that Janelle and other people in the family are having a hard time trusting him, and some believe that he's not in it for the right reasons. Okay? The Sun also ran a story about David and his late wife related to her death. And a lot of fans were very upset with that. His daughter was appalled by the story and said that the way that they represented the situation is just totally out of character for what happened. And her sister, his late wife's sister, shared sort of their story. So the son seems to think that there's a reason why we should not trust David, and it's because of what happened with his late wife, which a lot of things happen in marriages, and a lot of people are not compatible. His daughter has expressed that she was dealing with addiction and had other mental health issues. Even her sister expressed that. So I don't necessarily think it's fair to say that because his late wife ended her life, it's somehow a reflection of him being a bad person. And I kind of agreed with the way that his daughter handled it and sort of stood up for herself, and she did that on TikTok. So they've kind of planted the seed that somehow we should not trust David because of what happened to his late wife, and also because Janelle doesn't trust him. And now Peyton says, I don't know if I like him. Okay, so I can't see Janelle ever telling Christine that she doesn't like him. I don't see her ever telling Christine to slow down. Not to mention, on top of that, Christine and Janelle don't even live in the same state. I did see that Christine has not been selling her LuLaRoe as much, and that McKelty has been doing more LuLaRoe sales for her mother. And I think that Christine is managing not only what she's doing on Sister Wives, she's got Plexus, but it'd be hard for anyone to navigate 2 high-intense program network marketing jobs, and then on top of that, have a new relationship, have to take care of your kids, and then still manage friendships. When someone enters a new relationship, there is a love bubble. And you know what the love bubble is. Like, nobody else exists outside of that bubble. And all you guys want to do is spend time together. You just want to be together. You want to love each other. You want to be cuddling. You want to kiss. All you can do is think about them. So sometimes friendships become more divided, or they get a little bit more strained when someone enters a new relationship. Christine and Janelle's relationship got a lot stronger when they were both dealing with challenges in their relationship with Cody, and that became a very common bond. And then they also had common bonds of raising children. I don't think their relationship will ever be strained in the event that they're not going to ever not be family. I think the way that Christine talks about Janelle in that video is very kind. I think Janelle is a more old-fashioned woman. I think Janelle is more likely to keep things like this private. I think Janelle is not ever been the kind of woman that would ever be super forthright about how she thinks or feels about things. Because if you watch the show, Janelle has always been more guarded in her emotions and her feelings. She's always the one that is more careful and calculated about how she thinks about things and the decisions that she makes. She's not as impulsive and vivacious and sort of like dramatic as Christine. Christine has that very dramatic, vivacious, like outgoing, extroverted personality, and Janelle seems to be more reserved, a little bit more introverted, and also maybe a little bit more conservative in how she approaches her life and her decisions. Could they have, like, maybe Janelle wouldn't handle it this way, and so therefore they might have had a discussion about it? Maybe, but I don't see that causing such a big rift in their relationship. I think they're always going to have a bond because their kids love each other. They've helped each other raise their children, but they also have a trauma bond because they went through really tough things together. And I think as people move on from the trauma and from the heartache, the dynamics in relationships change, but I don't think it's fair to assume that there's a feud. Until you start actually seeing them not interacting, until you see them not talking to each other or doing their businesses together, or you actually see them on the show fighting, I think all of this other stuff is just speculation. And I think this idea that she somehow thinks Christine is bad and doesn't trust David, well, a lot of friends are sometimes suspicious of new loved ones, especially when they really love someone and they don't want them to get hurt. But that doesn't mean you're feuding. And I think this is such a petty like story that they've put out about how they're fighting over this. Because Janelle, then someone speaks in touch and says that they're totally fine. They're friends, okay? And that Janelle likes David. I'm team David because his neighbor told me that everything is great and he's a nice guy and he's got great candy and he's good to the kids in the neighborhood and that everyone loves going to his house and he's very involved in the community. And Christine's got baggage, he's got baggage. I'm like, let them have fun, let them be in love. And if it's not love forever, oh, well, she'll live, she'll learn, she'll move on. That's where I'm going at with this. So are they feuding? I doubt it. Is someone probably trying to run a smear campaign to create drama against them? I highly that's where I see it. I could totally see Cody or Robyn or someone connected to them trying to plant these kind of stories with a source to claim that they're fighting. I just don't see it right now. But that's just me. Tell me what your thoughts are in the comments below. Bye, guys.